Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video, we're going to be trying some new toners from Bondbar. These released a little while ago, and I purchased them as soon as they dropped. They have 4 new toners. They also released like a high lift blonde, so instead of bleaching your roots, you can like use the high lift blonde to like touch up your regrowth. So these are the 4 Demi-permanent toners. So I'm really excited to try them because normally I feel like I try permanent toners, which I also love, but I'm excited to try the Demi-permanent ones. Personally, I feel like permanent toners just tend to work better. I feel like it gives the hair more shine. Demi-permanent toners I've found to be a little bit more dull. So I'm excited to try these today. Let's run through the 4 shades I got. The first shade is AA Smoky Blonde. The next shade is A Cooling Ash. And you can see the difference between these 2 shades. The ash one is definitely much more cool toned. This one looks a little bit more buttery and more of like a neutral blonde. Then we have the 2 more interesting shades. We have AG Champagne, and on the box it actually looks pretty peachy orange color. It's not giving champagne, it's definitely giving peach. And then we have this one, which is the VV Pale Violet. On here it does not look violet at all. This looks like a rose color. I think it's really cute, so I'm excited to try these. There's quite the variety of shades. It's not just like a bunch of like gray, white, and neutral blondes. We got a little bit of spice in there. So we're gonna try these 4 today. I'm also gonna try removing them with some bleach because, as we know, sometimes hair color does not come out of the hair. These are demi-permanent, and I know it doesn't make sense, but in my experience, demi-permanent hair color is harder to remove than permanent hair color. That's just been my experience. So we're gonna see if all these new shades come out of the hair. I'm gonna be trying them on some platinum swatches here. If you didn't know, Bondbar has a whole line at Sally Beauty. They have a whole hair care system. They have purple shampoo. They also have like an Olaplex dupe, so like you can put it in your color, so it helps protect your hair when you're bleaching it or when you're dyeing it. So all of these already have bond enforcing in them, which again I love. It's like, why not put it in color? If you're gonna color your hair, you might as well put a little bond enforcing in there, and it's really nice when companies already add it into the color for you, so you don't have to worry about it. On the box it says repair, protect, and hydrate. It also has a little QR code that shows how to use. So you mix these up 1:2 ratio. So it's going to be 1 part of the color, 2 parts of the developer. So basically you would do like 20 grams of the color, 40 grams of the developer. On the side it says built-in bonding, strengthening, and conditioning for all hair types and textures, and 100% aluminum tube. It's also cruelty-free and vegan. I'm gonna go ahead and mix up these 4 shades, and then I will be right back so we can apply them on the swatches. As I'm mixing this up, I just realized that they recommend you mix this up with their activator. So I went on Sally Beauty's website and was trying to find out like what activator they're talking about, and they offer a 6 volume developer that you're supposed to use with this. Unfortunately, I did not get the 6 volume developer, and I'm in the middle of filming. I also don't have a car to be able to go to Sally Beauty and pick it up real quick, or else I would. So I'm just going to be using some 10 volume today, but just know these are meant to be used with 6 volume developer. These are demi-permanent, so they are deposit only, so the 10 volume shouldn't affect it too much, and I feel like most people are probably going to use what they have at home, which is normally like a 10 volume. So it really shouldn't affect it too much, but just know if you're going to purchase these, you might want to get the activator from Bondbar. That's 6 volume. I thought I had some, but I don't. I literally have like every other volume developer except for 6 volume. I'm gonna check again real quick, but just know I'm using 10 volume, but you're supposed to use 6 volume. All right, here are the 4 swatches. Let's go ahead and start applying. We're gonna go in with the first color, which is A Cooling Ash. These toners smell so incredibly good. Like, they smell so amazing. I would love for my hair to smell like this. They smell delicious. All right, let's go ahead and fold that one up. All right, let's go in with the next one, which is the Smoky Blonde, the AA. And it did say that you process these for 10 to 20 minutes. It had a chart on the inside, and it said all the different types of ways you could use this for glazing, for toning, for diluting. And every single processing time it mentioned said to process for 10 to 20 minutes. Going in with the AG Champagne. This is the one that kind of looked peachy. The formulation of these is very, very creamy and soft. Very easy to work into the hair. It literally just feels like conditioner. It just glides right in and it feels very, very conditioning and soft. Going in with the last color, which is the VV Pale Violet. I'm really excited to see what this one looks like because on the box, it really does just look like a rose pink color. So I'm excited to see if this is actually going to be violet or if it is going to be pinky. Either way, I think it's going to be really pretty. Everything is applied. I'm going to let these process for the full 20 minutes because I really want to make sure the color soaks into the hair and I want to see like the most vibrant pigment we can get from the toners. So I'm going to let these process, wash them out, and I will be right back so we can try to remove these with some lightener and see if they come out of the hair. Hopefully the hair feels nice and they come out easily because I'm always looking for a good demi-permanent toner. So let's hope these are my new favorite toners. All right, you guys, we are back and honestly, I'm a little shocked at the results. The color is really pretty and it did tone the hair a lot, but the swatches don't look like what the box represents at all, like not even a little bit. So yeah, I'll have to get this 6 volume and try this again and see if it makes a difference. I personally don't think it's going to make that big of a difference using 10 volume versus 6 volume, but I'll have to get it and try that in the future. So here are the results. Here is what the boxes look like compared to the swatches. So this one is Cooling Ash. We have Smoky Blonde, Champagne, and the Pale Violet color. You guys can see these look pretty similar in tone. This one definitely is more ashy than this one, which is kind of surprising because the box shows that the Cooling Ash is more ashy than the Smoky Blonde, but in reality, the Smoky Blonde is way more gray silver than the Cooling Ash color. The Champagne color definitely has a peachy undertone to it and has a little bit more warmth than the other colors. This Pale Violet is not pale literally at all. I think maybe it would be a little different if you put these on like white hair, but most of the time when you're toning, you're starting out with like a yellow base like this. So this is what the swatch looked like before we toned it. So like I said, it did do a great job at toning the colors. They are very, very pretty shades. But they just don't look like what the swatches on the box say they're gonna look like. I would definitely still use these on my hair, but just know your hair is probably not gonna look anything like the box. So here are the 4 shades. I'm gonna mix up some lightener and we're gonna apply it halfway down to see what these look like. I will say these toners are like the most gentle toners I have ever tried. They're demi-permanent and they are so soft on the hair. Like after I rinse them off, the hair is so soft and shiny. Normally with swatches, they can tangle pretty easily because they've already been chemically treated several times. I really do think the bonding technology helps improve like the shine and the texture of the hair. I would 1000% use these on my hair just because they did tone very well. They smell so incredibly good and they make your hair feel so soft. Every time I use permanent toners, my hair always feels extremely dry. So I need to start switching to a demi-permanent toner because I know it'll make your hair feel better, and these ones already have the bond enforcing in them. So I definitely need to give these a try on myself in the future. Hopefully you guys can see the difference in the color. There is a very slight difference in the 4, but nothing too drastic. All right, let's apply this halfway down. I'm not gonna leave this bleach on here for very long because I already know that these are gonna lift out of the hair very quickly, so I don't wanna damage the hair any more than I have to. So we're just gonna apply this. I'll probably let it sit like 10 minutes because I do think that these are going to lift very quickly. So I'm gonna just saturate these really well, let them sit like 10 to 15 minutes, and then I will be right back to show you guys what the finished result is, and we will see if these come out of the hair. We are back. Let me show you how well these came out of the hair. So here you guys can see they came out of the hair very easily. I would say this happened within 5 minutes of putting the lightener and 10 volume on the hair. They went right back to that super pale blonde. Hopefully now in comparison, you guys can see the undertones of the toners a little bit more. You can see this one definitely has that champagne-y peach undertone. This one's more gray. This one's more silver. And this one's just more of like a white silver, the violet one. So here is what they look like. And it did come right out of the hair very, very easily. I will leave a link to these in the description down below. I definitely would love to try these on myself. They smell so amazing. They make your hair feel so soft. The colors are really pretty, and I think it does an excellent job at toning the hair, and it already has the bond built in it. So again, I will leave these linked in the description down below. If you have tried these and you've tried them with 6 volume on yourself, leave a comment down below and let everybody else know your experience. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.